Hello.
Are you there? Did you find
Yes.
the?
Yes, I found it.
Okay.
All right. Let me know if you can see the screen.
Please open it.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay. So this is an Excel sheet that I use for like payroll. So it's for hair salon. So we have like workers, stylists that provide services. So I give it to someone on Fiverr to uh to drop this Excel sheet and I was satisfied with the work, but uh, now I want to make some changes because there's few things that I see that are missing. So I'd like to make some changes. So um, so it's easier for me to process you know uh, the calculation and payments and all that stuff. So the way he made that shit, he created like a setup tab. This is where we have all the styles that we offer. All the name of the hairstyles. You know, with the variation and the price and the amount of hours that it take. Um, and here we have like the the commission. So that's the type of compensation. That's because we pay stylists by percentage. So if they, depending on the type of work they do, they get paid either 50%, 33%, 25%, and sometimes they just get a, a fixed fee, for the services.
Right.
And this is like the name of the stylist. You create another sheet where it displays all the report, and this is what I send to the stylist to see how much they made each week. You know, and this is the database. Like every time we put anything here, it comes in the database, and then it get exported here. And this is the final stuff that I print and send to the stylist. So,
Okay.
but there's a few things that I need to add, because um, I like to add a few things to make it more efficient.
Okay.
So, um, one second. Okay, so one thing that I noticed is let me do just like a test. So let's say today on July 15th, right? Let's let's say they didn't do anything. There was no discount on the service they provided, and they provided maybe this style bob braids that cost 250. All right. So let's say it's m- mer- uh, let's say it's Laura that did it, you know, and she got 50% for the work that she's done. Um, so when they do the work, we have to remove the accessories that they use, like the hair extensions that they use. So the hair extension, there's different price for them. For the extension that they use, sometimes is it start with 10 and it goes up all the way to like $30 for each extension. Usually they use like two. So let's say she used two, you know, so that's $20 that we had to take off the total amount of the service, and she gets um 50% of whatever is left. and if there was a tip left by the customer, she would get 100% of the tips, all the tips. And then, so let's say if she got uh $5 tips, right? So she earned 115 $5 tips, and this is how much we took out from the service because she has to use the salon products, right? And save it. When I go to the database, it's gonna show up here, you know. Uh, and it's gonna show how much she made. And when I go to employee report, when I go to the dates, let's say like on the 15, and I think I have to go here. Yeah, so here on the 15, it's gonna show like how much tax she needs to pay. The tax is not collected. She has to pay the tax herself. So how much tax she needs to take, and how much she made. The amount. How much she made, and of that total amount she made, we had to take out $4 for insurance, and sometimes we give them bonuses. So this time she only has to take $4. So far, because there's been a few changes, every time I get to this part, I have to like do it manually. So I created this tip bar. So I have to come here and edit this box every time manually, so it accounts for the tip, and then it adds a tip here in the total payout. But now I like to make it automatic. I don't want to do it manually. I want this report to show like the tip directly
Okay.
after I put it here, right? So that's the first thing. So tips should be,
Automatically collected.
yeah, yeah, automatically updated,
Okay. Okay.
and it should not be manual. So that's the first thing. Uh, okay. Now, second thing is it's a little confusing for them when they get the report, because we remove the accessories that they use, the salon product, so they don't know like how much was removed, right? It doesn't show that in the report. The report only shows like the amount they earn. So
Showing the amount,
so
not
we
the.
need to add. So I need to add a column. Preferably I like to remove the text because it's not very important. So maybe I like to remove the text and show, uh, if it's possible. Like preferably I like to like really add a few more columns in the report so they can see like some of the details. So remove the tax and replace it with the product they use, like the hair bundles, the hair extensions. So whatever is here
I'll fix
in this
it.
column,
I
yeah.
remove
So
the text and I let the bundle. That's you have entered in the double 32 or others. That is
yeah,
entered in the column I and I12. I think I12 cell. I
yeah, yeah. So I want the bundle, uh actually not the name of the bundle, but just like the how much was taken, just the dollar amount,
only the
you know
quantity. QTY quantity. Only the quantity to be one.
not just the total cost,
Okay, total.
not yeah,
Not
total
cost,
cost,
on the total cost to
yeah,
replace with the remove text in the database. Please go to the database, please. Sorry, weekly reports.
okay. Yeah,
Yes,
replace it with text.
replace with the suggested text.
Hmm.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Now the third thing is, sometime, let me do another test. So 715, oops, 715 0. let's say they did the same style or braids for 250, but sometimes they work in teams. They can work with someone else. So sometimes they work. Let's say Laura and Marina work together. So when they work together, they get 33% each. All right. So 33% each. So that's uh, 83. So let's assume they use two bundles. So that's 20 $24. That's taken. So they make 75 each. All right. So when I click on save database, right? So it shows up here. We can see how much each of them made. But here it it doesn't show like the separation. Like it doesn't show if Laura worked with Marina here in the so I need the report to show that if they work with someone else, maybe you should show like with work with someone, you know so they know that, oh, this is why I'm making 33%. And also because it's the same style, so this report, everything gets combined in the same line. So sometimes it confuses them because they don't know. It should show that they provided the service twice, instead of making just one line and showing the total amount. Do you see what I'm saying? Hello? Are you there?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Please.
Yes. Did you get what I just explained?
Yes, please.
Okay.
If
So
you want combine one, then it should insert another row, and that's will
yeah.
show the duplicate why I have paid 33% or other things. It should be shown in this row together.
Yes. So each service should be separated, not
Okay,
combined. You
okay, okay.
know,
But,
if, even if it's the same service, it still needs to be separated and show that it was done on 715, but
okay.
on the second line,
Second,
bar braids, and show like the amount for that, and show if she worked with someone, like show that it was a teamwork, like she worked with Marina. you
okay,
know
okay.
yeah.
Marina, they work together teamwork. That's why I have a 75 and $75. It should be
Yes.
the employee work reports, different rows. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the third thing, because when if it's on the same day and the same service that was provided twice, everything gets combined in one line. So I don't want everything to be in one line. I want it to be separated if it's the same service. And second,
Same,
I want
same
the
day,
I
but
want the name. And
the
second,
service same but date same. Do you want to entry the different line or combined with
no,
that?
I want it on a different line.
Okay. Got.
And I want the name of the team worker. Like if they work with someone, I want that name to show
Okay.
also in a different column.
Okay. Okay.
So the name of the team worker should appear. It should appear somewhere on the report, so they know that they work with someone, and this is why they're making 75 instead of half of it.
Okay.
Um, what else? Yeah. So another thing is every time I do the report, I have to update this box, because here if we select someone else, Marie, this box I have to update it manually. So I want both of them to be updated. Like I don't want like a different. I don't want to have to do this manually. So I want that box B3 to be updated to like C3.
Okay,
So,
okay.
so B3 should be showing the same information as C3. So that's the fifth. So that's number five. What else? Um, all right now. So yeah, so on the report, the report should show the number of bundles they use. I mean, not the number, but the cost of the bundles they use. Um, and each line should be separated, even if it's, especially if it's for the same service.
Okay.
And the name of the team worker should appear. There's another thing that I had some trouble with. Yeah, so sometimes if they work, sometimes they can have like a third person working also. So I want like two more lines to be added just in case I have to like, increase the compensation. Because if three of them work on one client, then they get 25%. All right, so I just need another line here.
There are two lines.
Yeah, for
There
now
are,
there's two lines, so I need a third line for the inputs.
okay, 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 but okay, okay. Please
Yeah.
proceed.
Okay. What else? Um, I'm trying to remember some of the stuff that I had so email earned. Um, right. So very often, but I don't know if there's a solution for this, but very often, some of these prices change. So usually I just update them manually. I would just like change it, but I don't know if there's a way. Uh, I don't know if there's a way to maybe like create like a drop down to select, like a different price instead of doing manually. That's just, I don't know if it's possible. Do you know if it's possible?
Yes, possible, possible. You can make it drop down for this range, or otherwise, I can use this amount for drop down if you want.
Yeah,
Hours with style, everything
yeah.
will be used for the drop down if you want.
So basically those prices, the okay, basically those prices, I'm gonna show you where we get these prices. So we get them from the main website, and so we get them from the main website in the pricing section.
Okay.
Um, so it's gonna take you to this other domain, marybraid.square.site. Um, so on the main page doesn't show the price, but if you click on book now, this is where it shows, the actual prices for each service, right? Um, yeah, so this is the reason why those price, because each service has a price range depending on, various things like VIP, sewing, extension. So basically, I need to be able to change the price from like a drop down. If it's possible
You
for
can sorry, you can give me a price list for using the drop down. You may send it to me when we will work. Then I will set up this amount in the drop down where you can select the amount.
Yeah, but this is a price list. The price list is directly on the website.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You can also share the website link. Then I can collect this amount to you to your project.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Please.
All right. So update the setup tab to show to show drop down.
Okay, okay.
All right. Um. Let me see if there's anything else. Days. Okay. One more thing is very often when it's very busy, the sometime this line like goes like I mean this table goes really far down, and when I because I have to print it, so this box that shows like the insurance and this one that shows a payout, it gets like dragged further down, and it doesn't show up on the page, so it makes it difficult to print everything. And so I would like this one to be transferred maybe somewhere here. So
But
even if there's a lot of lines here, this one doesn't get affected. So the information that's here should be like somewhere here underneath the
when
uh,
I will replace or remove this to your sheet uh, from the left side to right side because
yeah. But it still need to show when we print, because if I click on print,
okay, it will show
if
everything.
yes sir, if I click on print, this is right below it. So so if you move it to the right side, is it still going to show on the page when I try to print?
If we set up this page to the um, landscape, that will show all the. Otherwise, I can narrow it or set up. I will give you a setup that so it will show you the this.
Let me show you an example. Like let's say if I mean it's not uh let me show. Let's say if I go from like the first. Um, Also, do you know if it's possible to change the layout of this calendar to make him more like a box, and maybe I can like move to different month. Is it possible to change the layout of the calendar instead of making like a line, make it like a box, and where you can select the month and have like the different numbers? I don't know if it's possible. Is it? You know, like uh, I don't want to like it right now, but let me see. All right, let me know if you're still here. Hello.
Hello,
Yes. Yeah, I think you were on mute.
please.
Yeah. So I selected like the entire month on the calendar
Okay,
from
okay.
like the first to the 30th, from the first to the 30th, and uh, this is what happened when there's like too many lines. It shows this message. So if I click OK, it says it's gonna break down this whole thing. Then the other box disappear. You know. So this is what I was talking about. So when I try to print, it's not gonna print like the little box that show the total payout. So I need this to be fixed
I will, I,
somehow.
I will fix it. I will fix it. No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay.
It's
So this is the number 8. So I just need the weekly report. Um, weekly report page to be to be fixed. I don't know how to phrase it, but
okay.
you get the point. Yeah.
Yes, I got it. Any other things?
Um, let me see. So yeah, so for the weekly report, it needs to show like you need to be able to show as many lines as possible without affecting the box, and it needs to you need to move the I don't know you need to place it somewhere. The total payout you need to place it like somewhere is where it's still gonna be visible, like
Okay, okay. No
yeah,
problem.
uh,
I will fix it. I will fix it.
okay. So make the box visible because I'm writing everything down so I can do a review when you provide the final document. For this one, I was asking if it's possible to change the layout of the calendar. Is it possible?
Box layout.
The let me show you what I mean. Like let's say if I want to go to let's say if I go to Upwork. I don't know if you're on Upwork, but there's like a there's like a way to I like the way the calendar show up because you can see I want the calendar to be like a box pretty much, you know so let's say if I say view time and payment, I want the calendar to show to be like this. So like if someone worked from like
Like a
the
like a calendar. Do you want like a
yeah,
full
like a regular calendar, and where I can select like the entire week, or maybe like drag down and select here on this website. You can only select one line, but I wanted to know if it was possible to make it like this, and where I can still select it manually like this. Drag it to select like specific days.
single
Is it
or
possible?
okay? Possible is possible. No problem.
Okay. Okay. So basically, we make the calendar, to into a box, and make sure we can select specific days.
Okay. Okay. In this calendar, you may select as drop down or the specific date. You can use the tick box for the selecting option. Because don't
Yeah.
will fix it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Let me see if there's something else. So this is number 9. Um. Very often, if we, if there's like someone that work, a different week, like here, it's not gonna show the name of that other person that worked during that same week. So I have to do it here and filter manually to include that person here. You know, well, I cancel because it's gonna drag down the all the lines. But you see what I'm saying? Like, if I select certain days on the calendar, it doesn't show the employee. I have to do it manually sometimes. It doesn't show. So I want the employee like here. I want the Excel sheet to only show to show the employee that worked during that time frame. without having to filter manually here.
without filtering manually, you want to
Yeah. So
add, add employee name or filter. Please cross the employee filter, please, here from the right side in your selecting rows. Please remove the filter, Marina, please, from the right side.
yeah.
Right. Yes. Please remove the filter only. From the right
Oh.
side, employee name. From right, please right. Go to the right, employee name here.
Mm-hmm. And
Uh,
click here.
okay.
Clear filter.
Filter clear.
Are you
Okay.
asking me to do something, or are you?
No, that this just only for my on my
Oh,
under.
okay, welcome. Okay. Yes, basically, I want the employee name, to be matching, depending on the calendar time.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, yeah, because sometimes I have to do it manually. It's not gonna show up. So, but it's like from the June 1st to, like, from June 1st to, or maybe like during that time, this employee worked, but her name is not showing up here. I have to do, like, click here and like select her, and then it shows up.
Okay, okay,
You know,
okay. I
so
got it.
I need this box to be updated, like, automatically based on the time, based on the days.
Okay, okay. I got it. I got it.
Okay, all right, and yeah, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Uh, I don't think I need anything for the database. The database is working fine. Um, uh, Let me see. There's something, date, discount, style, price save. Do you, based on what I've explained, do you think there's anything that we need to add to this Excel sheet?
Okay, I will analyze your sheet for many times later. Don't worry. I will use the form or any other things which will give you the user-friendly access. I will try my level best to do you
Mhm.
as you required, or if it needs more necessary things or information, so the another way I will insert it for your better user interface. It will
Okay.
give you a code satisfaction user friendly Excel form. Don't worry, I will fix it, or
Okay.
I will add another or many things. No, don't worry, please.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Um. So how much is gonna cost?
So they are one things 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Total 11 corrections or modifications you want in your sheet that I have noted down. First of all, please hear this. Tips will be tips total should be updated automatically from the last result. That
Mm-hmm.
is uh, first. Remove text suggestions bundles to that bundle with the
Mm-hmm.
total amount of the
Of the bundles.
yes. Combined work should be entered in different entry from the below. Same date data should be shown. Same date, same person, but data if they work different,
Mm-hmm.
the different line should be entered in the database.
Mm-hmm.
And B3 should be updated like C3 in your database.
Mm-hmm.
You want to add different two lines in the employee info. There
Mm,
is now available too, but it should more two lines you want to add.
mm,
And you want to set up prices in the drop down, like you have seen me the
mm,
your website. The
mm,
price should be updated in the drop down menu, and the insurance price column in your weekly report sheets should be insurance group insurance. There's a savings bonus. It should be shifted to the right. Um, I will
mm,
fix the page setup that will show in the when you will give a print command. It should be shown in the last stops, and the insurance group totals. This side should be shown in the page
mm,
print. And the box layout that is in your slicer filter, like you want like a calendar, and slicer name should be updated automatically,
mm,
like when you have select any data that there's marina and diary, you have update it manually, but it should update automatically.
mm.
Here is the total
Also,
as
also, also, tip amount should be
well.
automatically updated. Tip,
This is updated. I have noted it down. Please don't worry.
mhm,
It will update automatically. No, don't worry.
okay,
Total tips.
yeah,
Tips.
because this is another thing that I have to do manually.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
yeah,
Amount should update automatically. It will found from the last total amount. That is tied with who has to pay this amount. It will update automatically. Don't worry. I will fix
mm,
it.
okay,
So there are a lot of corrections, not corrections, it is modifications.
oh yeah, just modifications.
Corrections, it's not correction. Okay, and this is what, how much you want to pay for that? Please don't worry, I have directly talk about you this.
Well, usually I just I just go by whatever you offer on your page. So when I looked on your page, I saw you know also, but I'm not sure if um let me see, what are your prices? Say all service, okay. So here you listed $10 per project, but I don't know if it depends on the project, so I'm not sure. But
It's only for basic level. I think it's a premium level, and you see that moderate Excel premium. Please go to the premium. You may go to the premium. Here is the macro VBA pivot tables and dashboard. You
mhm,
may pay it. Don't worry, it will not fair. I will fair, not charge more or anything. I want to work like as a friend. Don't
mhm.
worry. Whatever you want, I will take this amount. I cannot bargaining amount. I don't bargain with my clients for the this amount should pay to this amount should pay. I don't like that.
But would you say that well, based on the correction that you have to make, would you say that falls in the standard? Is it standard or is it premium based on
It
what you have to do?
it should go for the premium because of when I will create a new sheet, I can make it easily. But when I work another sheet like
Hmm.
motivations, it is make more complicated for finding this data. Then its database,
Hmm.
that I can shoot modification, and that's take me more much times. Please don't mind, please. It's really talk to me. Uh,
Okay.
that's why.
Well, I think we can agree, like, because if you're gonna make a new sheet, are you gonna transfer all the data to the new sheet?
Yes, it's
I mean,
possible. Possible. It's a very basic levels. Your sheet has created as a basic level. You can use this information input entry. You may use a user form for easily entered in the database. When you will click the form, it will show you the all information. You will input here and then give to save. It will be update database. But
Okay.
if you want that, I can create it. But do you, I think you have used this form for earlier, and it's mm, very understanding or easier for your working on this sheet.
Hmm.
That's why
Yeah,
I,
and
I am
yeah.
I will suggest you to use this sheet for your easily understanding, and you have used. That's why it will help you very much.
Okay. Okay. Well, I propose 35.
35, I think it will be a little bit lesser for me. Whatever you think. So there is 11th, the total 11th correction.
Hmm.
You don't mind, you should pay for it for 50.
You said 50.
Yes.
So if I pay 50, you say you're gonna create like is it gonna be also like on Google Sheet, or is it gonna be just Excel?
It will be in Google Sheet, Excel sheet. Don't worry. I will give you this sheet, Excel sheet that you have pay. You will share to me. I will work on that.
Okay. And how long is it gonna take?
Whatever your deadline, please tell me how you work on that.
No. Well, maybe if you can get it done by Monday, that'll be fine.
Next Monday.
Monday the 17th.
No, I cannot deliver it. I will busy for that this
So,
tomorrow.
so when can you have it ready?
Then we can we can fix the delivery line for today is 15, 16, 17, 18,
You say when?
21 July,
Friday.
Friday. Next Friday, if you
Mm,
don't,
so-
or Friday or Saturday. That's when I will be free for these 2 days. I will be free for that, and I can work more closely for this. If you don't mind, 21 and 22, that's you can fix the date for delivery. If,
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
okay. I can deliver it uh, if you don't need it urgent. That's it should be work for future user friendly and future you can use it for future reference. That's why I will suggest you to take or give more more dates or times for this.
And how many on the premium it says unlimited revisions.
No, don't
Uh,
worry. When I will work before you, I will deliver it. That's when when
mhm.
you give me that is all okay. Then I will create the offer and you will accept it. Don't worry.
Okay.
No need to place order before or earlier. I will not tell you that please now accept that offer. Then I will go for the work. You only just give me the sheet. I will correct it or modify or your sheet. That's I will send you. If you satisfied, then I will create the offer and you will accept me.
Okay.